total savings of America were family savings and the balance were corporate savings. When the interest rates went up to 22-23%, 80% of the American savings were family savings, 20% were corporate savings. In the year 1990, when the interest rate came down to 9%, 45% were family savings, 55% were family savings, 45% were corporate savings. In the year 2000, 55% was corporate savings, the reverse. 45% family savings. Family savings came down from 80% to 45%. Corporate savings went up from 20% to 55%. See what happens in 2005. The family savings becomes minus 12%. Minus $35 billion, $36 billion. And in 2006, third quarter, for which the latest figures are available from the American government, the corporate savings were $512 billion plus and the family savings were $112 billion minus. Impoverish the families and enrich the corporates. This is what the interest rate mechanism does. By shifting the people from banks to stock market through which the corporates get money, and by cutting down the interest rate and making it unattractive for people to save, people are driven to the shops to buy, and there is one more way by which they send the people to shops to buy, and that is by the concept of social security. Many people in India cannot understand the concept of social security because we don't have it. It is good we don't have it. If you have social security, you will have no families. Sometime in 1993 or so, Narasimha Rao, when he was the Prime Minister, he proposed that any aged parents who are beyond 60, who are not looked after by their sons, the government will pay 1,000 rupees per month to them. He wanted to make 94, I think, just before the election. Many of us were so perturbed that if this one order is passed, all the parents above the age of 50, 60 will be standing before Narasimha Rao and the sons will send them, you go and collect the money then. If there is any law which interferes with families, it will destroy the family. So America, they brought in social security. If your elders are not looked after by the youngsters, they will not be. In fact, America, the law came because the youngsters stopped looking after elders. The elders stopped looking after unemployed people. The brothers stopped looking after sisters. Because everybody became so individualized. They said, who are you? I have nothing to do. In fact, one son went to a court in America and sought a divorce from the father, and the court granted it. Because the American sociological principle is that there is no natural relationship between the people other than the fact that they are citizens of the United States of America. There is a philosophic, political, social model. This dates back to about 2.5 centuries. There has been a debate which has been going on in the Western societies between a relation-based society and a contract-based society. In fact, both Karl Marx and Adam Smith belong to the contract school thought. Emil Durkheim, who is a German, he articulated the other viewpoint that you cannot have a contract-based society unless you have a relation-based atmosphere. So when they introduced contract-based politics, it became contract-based sociology. Even family relationship became contract-based, marriages became contract-based, even natural relationship turned contract-based, and the social contract approach of constitution as the ultimate contract between the people governed the relationships between the people. With the result, the family as a cultural, economic, social unit collapsed in America. Today, 51% of the families are single-parent families, where the children do not have the benefit of the father and the mother living together. It is either the father or the mother. And there is a huge burden on the government. The family functions have been taken over by the state, which means the families have been nationalized. Once you nationalize the families, the government cannot bear all the burden. Once you nationalize the families, the government functions have to be privatized. Building roads, bridges, airports, seaports, water supply, municipal supply. You can understand the perversion of economics brought about by perversion of sociology, perversion of politics. With the result, the people saw no meaning in saving. Anyway, the government is going to provide for us. But don't think this was seen as a wrong thing. I don't know how many of you have come across a book written by Mr. Alan Greenspan. Last year it was released with all fanfare in the month of June, July. The title of the book is The Age of Turbulence. In that he writes, there is a huge imbalance in the world. The imbalance is that certain societies save a lot. When he meant certain societies, the Asian societies. 75% of the global savings is generated in Asia. And the entire 76% is borrowed by one country, and that is America.